Hey guys, Brandy Wolf down here. This video is a structure guide for anybody wanting to complete all 54 achievements for the Baldur's Gate 1 portion on the Baldur's Gate collection for the Xbox One. This is meant as an addition to my individual achievement guide videos, so if you have any questions specific to each achievement, click the link to that video. To get all the achievements in Baldur's Gate 1, it will require one full playthrough, and then you will have to export your character into another expedited playthrough to play and grab the Lord of Murder achievement, which is the hard mode in Baldur's Gate. For the most part, Baldur's Gate 1 is a very open-ended game, and because of that, most of the achievements are only gated by your skill, and you can get most of them at any time. Yes, the game is organized by chapters, and following the story beats progresses each chapter, and some areas are locked out until a certain chapter in the story, but with the exception of the Cloakwood Forest and the city of Baldur's Gate, you can go anywhere and get any achievement right off the bat. So, this guide will be organized by the location you can find them on the map and a general idea of when you should be heading towards them. First off, let's just touch on a few miscellaneous achievements. Villain and Oathbreaker, you're better off starting a new character, picking these up and then restarting, unless you want to incorporate that character into your main playthrough. Hero, Murder Incarnate, Best Day Ever, and Worst Day Ever can be unlocked at any time in the game, but typically these are unlocked closer to the end when you have the reputation, the kill count, or the correct spells to get them. Next, there are the normal amount of achievements given to you for just playing the story. You'll have these for sure by the end of the game. You can technically skip friendly faces at the friendly arm, but the story beats will lead through here, so I included it in this section. And finally, before we start, be aware that there are some achievements related to different outcomes of quests that you'll need to save before doing the quest and then reload to grab the other option. I'll mark them as we come to them. There are 3 achievements in the prologue, besides the unmissable story one, that you'll want to pick up, because once you leave Candlekeep to start the journey, they are locked away for good, even when you come back later. Chapters 1 through 5 contain tons of achievements related to side quests, and you can generally pick them up in whatever order you want to. The order I have here is mostly a suggestion based on the difficulty of the areas you'll be going to. Chapter 6 has you stuck within the Citadel of Candlekeep again, and there aren't any achievements to speak of in there except the one for finishing the chapter. Chapter 7 has you back to an open-ended map, with the exception that within the city of Baldur's Gate, you're a wanted person, so you have to move around through the sewers, and it's generally difficult to get anything done in the open, so preferably you would have all the achievements up to that point completed. Chapter 1 starts you out by dumping you out of Candlekeep and into the wilderness, and it ends as you reach the town of Nashkel. You'll move through the Friendly Arm Inn, where you can get another story achievo, and then down to Baragos, where you'll want to grab the 2 sets of achievements for 2 quests there, one related to Garrick and his employer Silky, the other for dealing with Marl in Feldpost's Inn. And then finally, you can find Firebead Elvenhair in the building opposite Feldpost's and do a small task with an achievement for him. Chapter 2 starts when you reach Nashkel, and this is generally where you want to stop and do some more achievement hunting before you hit the mines. You can find a crazy captain and get 2 achievements for dealing with him in different ways. Find an archaeological dig site with several achievements centered around it. You'll look for Dinah Hare and again deal with her in 2 different ways for 2 different achievements. You can also pick up all 3 Enhanced Edition NPCs once you hit Nashkel for all the options, and then head to the Carnival to pick up an achievo with Branwen. Finally, head towards the mines, and outside you can meet an artist Prism and grab 2 achievements, then head in for another side quest achievement in the mines, and a story one as well within them. When you complete the Nashkel Mine by defeating Mullahay, Chapter 3 starts. I usually take this chapter to complete all areas to the southwest portion of the map, and for that, there's only one side quest achievement, and then you can continue the story on to Chapter 4 by dealing with the bandit camp in the northeast. After dealing with the bandit camp, it's a good time to clear out the eastern section of the map, and there are quite a few achievements on this side. You'll want to avoid Olgoth's Beard and Durlog's Tower at this point, but you can help or hinder some fishermen, and save a cow, turn some stone to flesh again, search an abandoned magic school, or figure out who let kobolds into town. After you've gotten to a sufficient level, you can also pick up Baloth here. And finally, heading into Cloakwood Forest leads you to some hunters and druids, and you can help each side for 2 separate achievements. Finishing Chapter 4 by clearing out another mine in Cloakwood Forest nets you another story achievement and the end of the chapter. You will finally have access to the city of Baldur's Gate in Chapter 5, and there's a few achievements here. By this point, you will have satisfied the criteria as well to pick up some of those unusual ones I mentioned. This is also my favorite place to break off and attempt the Durlog's Tower and Olgoth's Beard content for 2 other achievements, and when you finish the chapter, you'll grab another story achievement. Chapter 6, as I mentioned, sees you back into Candlekeep, and while you're there are some smaller quests here and there, but nothing for an achievement hunter. Simply complete the chapter and grab a story achievement. Chapter 7 sends you back to Baldur's Gate and underneath to root out Sarevok and claim your title as the hero of Baldur's Gate. The remaining achievements to get, besides the complete the game one, are related to the final fight and how you handle it, or right outside the room with his old flame Tomoko. You'll be saving and reloading for these 4. Finally, the last achievement left, the most difficult one, Lord of Murder. This requires you to beat the game in Legacy of Baal, an absolutely monumental task for most players, myself included. While you can play this on your first playthrough from level 1, it increases the already astronomical difficulty to an absurd level. Now, to give you the barest minimum of guidance to beat it here, just use web and summon spells. But for a much more in-depth walkthrough, check out my separate video on the achievement. This one will require a lot of time and a lot of reloading and a large amount of luck. But should you be able to slog through this difficult mode and slay Sarevok again, the last rare achievement for Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition for Xbox One will unlock. If you have any specific questions for specific achievements, check out the links here, or if you can't seem to find it answered, leave a comment with the question and I'll get an answer to you. Thanks for watching and have fun grabbing 54 out of 54 achievements for Baldur's Gate 1.